guys, it's Tah. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. So, before we get into anything today, let's talk about this craziness. So I've been MIA, as you can see. Wasn't by choice. So we had apparently a really stormy day on Saturday. Um, and I had every intention of coming home and, catching up on my stuff. So when we get home Saturday after being out of town all day, I get home, there's no internet. And then we start messing with stuff. We figure out it's even worse than that. Apparently, the power strip that I had on all my stuff in the living room, it was not a surge protector. So we had to spend the weekend using hotspots and stuff, and I really wasn't feeling it. But we lost our Xbox, our modem, our router, and 2 ports on our TV. Thankfully, the whole TV didn't go, bye-bye. But we had to go buy a new Xbox because we use our Xbox for everything. We don't have cable, so we do everything from, there, all the apps and stuff. We had to replace that. Had to go to the cable company that we use because we have like cable internet, but not cable subscription, and get a new modem because it fried it. And then we thought the router was fine, start hooking stuff back up. Router, no, not fine. Had to go buy a new one of those. Yeah, so it was a fun time, but thankfully I got everything straightened out, and now I can just live my life. Not have to worry about these unexpected expenses that just popped up all of a sudden. Life, I tell y'all, it's something. Anyway, so today we are going to look at what I got from Book of the Month. And I also have 3 books that I collected. I don't remember when I bought them. They were still in the bag from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. So I knew I hadn't showed you guys. And I haven't even picked them up to see what they were. So I figured I would just throw those in here. So anyway, if you have no idea, Book of the Month is a monthly subscription box. It is $15.99 a month, and you get a hardcover book. Yes, a hardcover, $15.99, which is not bad. And then you can also do add-ons each month. And then one add-on is $10.99, still not bad. And every month they give you a selection. And that could be anywhere between 5, 7, 10 books. It just depends on whatever they got for that month. They go through tons of books, pick out the best ones that, for us to go through and pick what we want. And some of these are early releases. Some of them are like debut authors. And then sometimes we get lucky and it's an author that we have already loved and they have a new book coming out and you get it from Book of the Month. So that's what I did. Went ahead. This is a repeat author for me. I loved her first book, and I think the first book I did get through Book of the Month. So why not get the next one, right? So the book that I got is Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I read 1 or 2 of her other books. Definitely 1 for sure. I'm not sure. Sorry, I threw that. And anyway, also you get a bookmark. On one side it says Book of the Month, and on the other side it has a different quote every month. And this one says, "Read like your TBR is watching." Let me tell you a secret. It is watching. Because we all have so many books on our TBR, so of course it's watching. So yeah, I read a few of hers. Okay. So in the back of the book, it tells you she is the author of Sometimes I Lie, I Know Who You Are, His and Hers, and Rock, Paper, Scissors. I read His and Hers and Rock, Paper, Scissors for sure. I don't know if I read I Know Who You Are. I'd have to go look it up. And then this is her 5th one, and let's see what it's about. So, after years of avoiding one another, Daisy Darker's entire family is assembling for Nana's 80th birthday party. in Nana's crumbling Gothic house on a tiny tidal island. They're finally back together one last time, and when the tide comes in, they will be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. See, this is already setting up to be a bad setting, because 8 hours, no outsiders, you know something bad's going to happen. The family arrives, each of them harboring secrets. Oh. Then at the stroke of midnight, as a storm rages, Nana is found dead. The birthday girl is dead. An hour later, the next family member follows. Oh shit. Trapped on an island where someone is killing them one by one, the Darkers must reckon with their present mystery as well as their past secrets before the tide goes out and all is revealed. So it says, unforgettable twists will leave readers reeling. So I'm excited. I absolutely loved the other 2 books that I read by her. Like I said, I might have read 3, but definitely 2. So I'm looking forward to it. It was almost an instant click for me. Like, I looked through all the selections, and there was this one and like one other one. I can't remember what it is at the moment. And I was kind of like, one of these is going to be the one I choose. And I just went with that one because I like Alice Feeney. All right. So the next 3 books, like I said, these are all some that I found in a bag, and it happened to be a Dollar Tree bag. So let's look at what I got from Dollar Tree one day, probably forever ago, and never showed you guys. So the first one is called One Day You'll Burn by Joseph Schneider. And this one says, a body so badly burned that it could be mistaken for a movie prop, except for the smell. That's not something the LAPD finds lying on the street every day. And when Detective Tully Jarsdale is called to the scene, it's clear to him that something about the placement of the corpse is intentional, even ritualistic. Jarsdale's former career in academia finally seems to be coming in handy, rather than serving merely as material for jokes from his partner Morales. But nothing Jarsdale learned in school can prepare him for the deep evil behind the case, which appears to be as hopeless as it is violent. As Jarsdale and Morales attempt to settle their differences and uncover the motive behind the horrendous crime, they find themselves dragged into the underbelly of a city notorious for chewing up and spitting out anyone dumb enough to turn their back on survival. One Day You'll Burn is a shimmering debut that captures the glitz and squalor of LA while introducing an unforgettable detective who readers will rank among the best in the genre. So this is a debut for this author. Let's see, how old is this? To say maybe the author has something else out by now. So this is from 2020. So maybe by now he has other stuff out, but I'll give it a read and see what I think. And then the next one is called Crushing It by Lorelei Parker. And this one says, to pitch her new role-playing game at a European conference, developer Sierra Reed needs to overcome her terror of public speaking. God, isn't that the truth? Public speaking can be just really hard. I know it took a lot for me to overcome it. Like, I had a panic attack when I was in speech class. It was ridiculous. Anyway, back to what I was reading. What better practice than competing in a local bar's diary slam, regaling an audience with an old journal entries about her completely humiliating college crush on gorgeous Tristan Spencer. Until the moderator says, next up, Tristan Spencer. Oh my God, he's at the place. Sierra is mortified, but Tristan is flattered. Caught up in the memories of her decade-old obsession, as they reconnect, Sierra tries to dismiss her growing qualms about him. But it's not easy. It's not so easy to ignore her deepening friendship with Alfie, the cute, supportive bar owner. She and Alfie were college classmates too, and little by little, Sierra is starting to wonder if she's been focusing her moves on the wrong target all along, misreading every player's motivations. Maybe the only winning strategy is to start playing by her heart. So it seems that we have one girl who is kind of crushing on two people. Granted, one of them seems like an older crush, but which one will she choose? We will find out. All right, and the last one is Ghost of Karnak by George Mann. And it says new novel. And this one, this is new pulp fiction at its finest. Long live the ghost. A woman is found dead on the streets of New York, ancient Egyptian symbols carved into her flesh. A ghostly figure is seen floating over the rooftops of the city, and an expedition returns from Cairo to exhibit their finds at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Gabriel's old friend and lover, Jenny Gray, was part of the expedition, but when Gabriel goes to meet the ship, Jenny is not on board. Ancient forces are stirring, and the ghost, Jenny, and Gabriel's friend Donovan are caught right in the middle. So, tell you a secret. Sometimes when I go to Dollar Tree, I don't really read the synopsis. I just pick up the book and bring them home. So that's probably what happened here. It doesn't seem like it's too bad. Like it's going to be a little mystery we can solve. You got three people that are kind of caught in the middle of something. So we get to see if they figure it out and if they can get out of it. But like I say, sometimes we don't even read the blog, the stuff on the back, the description, synopsis, whatever you want to call it. And I just put it in the buggy because it's $1.25. Like it's not bad if you hate it for $1.25, and then I can always use it and go get a credit at Second and Charles. So it's a win-win. I kind of get my money back in a sense. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. So yes, those are the books that I picked up from Dollar Tree, as well as my book of the month for the month of August. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is August. Tomorrow is the first day of school. I'm so excited. I won't hear ma, 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 ma all day long because it gets to the point where she gets bored and she wants me to entertain her. I'm sorry, kid. You're 10. You can entertain yourself for a little while. I am reading. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.